I got scammed for the first time on an eBay order, but post office made me aware of it, which I kind of already knew because it was taking just a little bit too long for a package to arrive. And then I checked on it yesterday, and it said it was in Texas, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why did it get delivered in Texas? And I was just like, uh-huh. But yeah, um, that's what I was on the phone about. That's what took me so long. I'm late for everything. You people know this. And you know what I mean when I say you people. I mean all of you out there with the mic doing stuff. Having big plans, big things going on. Oh my god. I wasn't ready because I was on the phone. Working rogue. I'm having issues. Don't tell nobody. God darn it. Okay. Hi, Jeff. Let me see your muscles. I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready. Hello, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am going to play a couple of songs just because I want to. I haven't practiced yet today, though, so it's going to be really bad. Um, but I wanted to say something that's driving me absolutely insane about this Ruth Ginsburg. People, she was nobody to look up to. The reason there is qualified immunity is because of her and her fucking cronies. All the people up there on inventions in her age group are the fucking sons of bitches who did this. Who landed us here today. My dog is wonderful, thank you. I don't know where the hell she's at, but she's wonderful. And gorgeous. And wide. Very wide. Oh, I am working on a new painting. It is a painting of the naked protester in Portland. Not that anybody really gives a shit or wants to know, but I'm just throwing it out there. It's on an 18 by 24. So it's not a big one, but it's fairly big. Exactly, the biggest little tyrant of them all, because she wasn't really a big person. Yeah, for a little person, she was a huge fucking tyrant. And I'm just getting so sick of people fucking, oh, bless her, da, 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 da. She was a credit in the service and this and that. No, she was fucking evil just like the rest of them. Trust and believe that. How do you know I'm naked? Okay, Joy. This lifetime appointment shit needs to stop. Because progress doesn't happen. And that's part of the reason that I'm on here live right now is, you know, I'm air quoting right now, left and right are so far divided that we can't even have a fucking decent argument without wanting to kill each other, which is ridiculous. Because we are not the same as them. When I say them, I mean elected officials and appointed officials. They are different. We are not left and right or fucking center or progressive or whatever other fucking stupid ass label you want to come up with. That's not us. That is not any of us. No matter what side you fucking stand on, no matter what you believe in, no matter what you put your faith in, no matter where your morals are. That is not us. That is them. And the thing is even though their labels say they're different, they're not. They're all the damn same. They all get big fat checks from the same fucking lobbyists, from the same fucking corporations. They don't give a fuck about you. And their agendas are all the same. In the end, it's all the fucking same. Left and right don't matter. It's just they have a different way of getting to the same fucking conclusion, the same ending. Just by different fucking means. I don't think lying about her is right either. I think that, people say it's rude to talk ill of the dead. Well, what if ill is all there is? What if ill is being ignored and it has affected so many fucking lives I can't even count them all? And taken so many lives I can't even count them all. If it's rude when they're alive and it's rude when they're dead, when can we fucking talk about the truth? When is it okay to talk about the truth? Oh my god, I'm getting bitchy. I'm gonna play a song, guys. Because fuck, I need to calm the fuck down. Oh my god. I'm really sorry. I am so embarrassed right now, you don't even know. Oh no! Breaking stuff. You hear that? Just checking. I got this. I do not want you. Son of a whore. Like I said, I haven't practiced today, and whatever other excuse I can find. Yes, I agree. Step it up with the transparency. Well, he would actually have to break some rules and some laws that were just put into place during his fucking presidency to do that. And I know what's his name, fucking, that sweaty guy that's really kind of, I don't know, he's pedophiling or something. I don't know. That guy. That guy's trying to fucking weasel in there. Oh, viewer discussion. Well, I'm glad somebody here's happy, honey. How come you don't ever come up and talk to me when I don't understand what the hell you guys are meaning? When I say you guys, I mean, the other side, the side that doesn't agree with me. I really like to know. Lady Bird, oh my God, I love you. I seen that you were in somebody's live feed after it was over that I had missed, and I was super butthurt because they got to see you and I didn't. I don't remember who it was though. Viewer discussion. Come back. Quit moving. Stop moving. Son of a bitch. There we go. Stop moving. Okay, did I miss anybody? Chris Marcus. There's NorCal. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Text me, damn it. Oh, go home. Eva, shut your face. Don't. Come here. Anybody who remembers me saying my dogs don't bark a couple weeks ago, don't tell anybody about this right here. It's a new thing. Thank you. And just because everybody's blue doesn't mean that it's not like a special thing, because it is. Those who I prove themselves untrustworthy, I'll yank it. But I don't want to see people getting booted because of opposing opinions. Because that's the whole reason I'm here. I think I ask a question every time I'm live because I don't get it, or I get it, but the way that I understand it just seems foul, and I know there's something deeper to it because I know that I care about some of these people who have these opinions, and I know they're good people, and I know that they would never be foul. And so I need to understand. I need to understand why, how, and let me see your clock ticking. You know. Oh, like I said, viewer discretion. I'm glad you enjoyed it. At least somebody's having a good day. I have to admit that I didn't watch it. I saw that Ruth died, and I saw all these posts that like worshiping her, and I'm just like, but but qualified immunity came from her. Like, hang on, I'm gonna grab a link for you guys. It's a great video by I know his name. Hang on. Liberty's Champion, and he is an amazing dude. He's up here in my neck of the woods, and he made a video about who's to blame for all the police violence that we see today that goes unpunished. Who's they kill people, and their dead person's family never sees justice for their loved one, and Yeah, that's what this video is about, and it's about Earth. So, let's see. It's rain. Okay, here's the link explaining to you who's to blame for qualified immunity. Who the hell? Oh, yeah, right? Isn't that fucking disgusting? Just because she grew up in the backwoods fucking BFE doesn't mean that you know. Yeah, no. My youngest daughter, who's like 17, um, she's still really sweet, if you know what I mean. And it's weird because my oldest was so not, and neither was I, you know, when I was that age. But she's very naive, and 12-year-olds are too. For safety shoes. What idea safety humans? Oh yeah. Well, you know, we're being forced to choose between a racist rapist A or racist rapist B, and it's fucking bullshit. They're the same dude. This one fucking is more loudmouthy than the other. But behind the scenes, they do the same shit. It's just one's too stupid to keep it to himself. Just saying. And the thing is I think it's because of that fucking Epstein bullshit. Because all those names in those fucking books, I'm sorry, every single one of those motherfuckers needs to, honestly, needs to fucking be put down. Period. That is right. One does scream that, but they're both evil motherfuckers. And we shouldn't be forced to choose between the lesser of two evil. Because evil is motherfucking evil. And the only reason that we are forced to is because we allow ourselves to be forced to. We are go along to get along motherfucking country. And we will follow our masters wherever they lead us because we're fucking stupid. Not individually, but collectively, we are fucking stupid. Fight so much amongst ourselves that we don't even realize that the enemy is already in the house and standing behind us with a fucking gun to the back of our heads. Because we're too busy being dumb. Picking stupid fights and fucking playing one-upman with each other. Oh my god, you guys, I'm really angry today. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. If it's time for me to go, you guys just say so. And I will go. I will go. Anybody want to bitch with me? Viewer discussion, would you like to come up? In my eyes, there is no lesser of two evils. Evil is motherfucking evil, and they're both evil, and they need to be gone. They need to be sitting in get mode, both of them. My dog would do a better job than either one of them. Who took my lighter? I know it was one of you. I really kind of sort of feel like it was viewer discretion because, well, it's a good name to blame. Oh, okay. Well, next time, please. I would love it for you to come up. You can be a smart ass all you want. There's a difference between smart ass and mean, don't forget. I just had to say that you game. What the hell? Nico! I know I shouldn't keep it bottled up, but I also shouldn't yell at innocent people who didn't do it. And I do that, like, that's actually like a thing that I do that I really wish I didn't do, because even though, like, say I'm not mad at you and I know that you didn't do it, but I'm talking to you about it and I get all pissy and all of a sudden I'm screaming at you about it, it can easily feel like I am screaming at you about it because it's your fault, or, it can easily make a person feel really, really shitty, even though they know it's not at them. But because it's at them, it doesn't feel nice. And so it can affect your personal relationships with people. And it can make me look crazy, which is not hard to do. What's this, Apocalypse Cow? See, I can't. I just can't. I really wish that, like, that fucking Nancy Pelosi, that goddamn fucking pass the buck motherfucker, just like POTUS, that pass the buck motherfucker who won't own a goddamn fucking thing he said or done. I told Nancy Pelosi that she didn't need to go fucking live this morning with the press. She needed to talk to her fucking voters, or she could just go and play with POTUS, her best friend, who acts just like her. She'll never respond to me, but I really wish someone like her would respond to me over Twitter just one fucking time. Ooh! How far back are we talking here, Apocalypse Cow? Exactly, they don't care. They don't care. And, you have to go viral to publicly shame a lot of them. Like, my local idiots here, I can by myself, I can convince Portland's mayor to do or not do something. I've done it like several times now. Had back and forth conversations with him. Like, this is really what I think you should do, man. Because if you don't, these people are going to fucking murder you. And that's pretty cool. But, my own mayor, my itty bitty teeny tiny little itty bitty town that just got on the map a few years ago. My mayor is so fucking full of himself that the very first time he responded to an email of mine, instead of just answering my questions, he like gloated about his accomplishments and being the first and the only and the this and then that. And I'm like, dude, just, no offense here. Just letting you know that maybe you shouldn't talk to people that way about your accomplishments because you sound arrogant as fuck. And he no longer messages me back. His secretary or the city manager does, because I hurt his feelings, his little fluffy bunny feelings, because I called him arrogant. And I wasn't trying to be mean or rude or disrespectful. I wasn't. It's how it came off, and I was just like, whoa, you know what? That's putting me off to where I don't like you already. I'm not voting for you next election. I liked the last one. She just fucking, as far as correspondence and whatnot, but getting shit done, she didn't get nothing done. Yeah, quite often. Even the ones who pretend like they're philanthropists, they're getting such a fat tax break by donating their time, their money, their signature for whatever, that it is purely selfish. Trust and believe that. PDF, Miami, good to see you. Sorry, I'm feeling less angry now. Oh, okay. Yay, at least somebody will come up and fucking talk to me, you losers. God. I'm gonna fire everybody. And just take my toys and go home. Don't like playing at your guys' house no more. Oh shit. Hang on. Oh crap. 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 Where did it go? Okay, I'm gonna post this and I'm gonna play another song real quick and maybe take a breath. Oh, yes, you sure can, Oregon. You can do that. Here is the link. I just get back there in the doohickey, and as soon as I'm done with the song, I will let you guys all the way in. I guess it means I'm not slipping at this moment. Not that it was flawless, but I got through it, damn it. Hello? Oh, we got President 46 in here. I have to make sure that he's protected or she's protected. If I call you by the wrong pronoun, it's your fault. You should have put it as part of your damn name. Ask Chris, he'll tell you. I only thought he was a lady for like 2 years.
Hey, Noli.
Good morning.
How are you, darling?
What day is it at your house? Oh, thanks, Chris. Trust me, it's all angles and lighting.
Yeah. Can you hit that other button on your layout, like your third one over?
I sure will.
There you go.
Usually my computer like has a little doorbell sound when somebody comes in, but
yeah, no, there's one more button over that makes the wider screens for your panel.
Play it.
I think. Yeah.
This one? This one?
Yeah, that one. There you go,
okay.
Don.
I did it.
Yeah, Diamond says hi.
Londrix, go deep, man. Yeah, I know for at least. Well, I can get through like the first like 45 seconds of it, and then my fingers stumble over themselves.
Okay, drop.
But I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Oh, thank you, bird. Yeah, I do. I play it probably twice a day.
So what's going on this morning, Noli? I heard you screaming something about a bunch of losers.
I was screaming and yelling and stuff, and I hate being angry. You know that? I really hate being angry. It feels gross.
You see that?
It feels super dirty.
You see that? I love you, Noli.
I love you too.
Yeah, I love you. I love you so much. Which one would you want? This one or that one?
Your dog loves me too. You hear that?
Yeah, she don't get none. You want the cherry or the chocolate? You want the cherry one or the chocolate one?
I like anything with cherries.
Okay.
Even those gross ones that are not really real cherries, I even like those.
Yeah. I like them all.
As long as they got dark chocolate on them anyway.
Yeah, Diamond's got to get her. Diamond's got to get her 2 cents in. I just got home and she's a little excited. Oh, what a beautiful morning. What a beautiful day. I was out goofing about it.
My phone's gonna die. I can't reach it.
I was out goofing about live streaming and I stopped to the city yard sale, community garage sale.
I hate the fact that I love those, but you know what? I've gotten some really killer fucking antiques. And I got my youngest daughter some writing gear that would have cost me so much more than what it would have had I gotten it new or even
anyway
at the consignment shop. So I love those things.
But anyway, my live feed cut me off, and all of the footage at the yard sale never even went into the stream. It's like, son of a bitch. I woke up this morning, the internet and the cell phone was out. I went to the phone company. They got shit straightened out. Oh well. Fuck it. I'm home. Got a great cup of coffee. Got a wonderful lady online. How you doing?
Oh, yay. Miami, it says why it's not connected. I don't like. If you connect them and then step into the back area and then disconnect the camera really quick, it should let you through.
Hi, Noli. How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, Oregon, how you doing?
Too tall.
Is it getting smoky up there?
Great
Oh,
dinner.
hell.
It's about to get. I think I might have to cut one of these doors shut. All right, let's go this one back. Come on, give me
Yeah,
that.
it's getting hot. B squared. B squared. Hey, hey. You know what B squared did? You know what this bitch does? She messages me on a Thursday night, my busy night, my crazy night, where I fucking sometimes don't get to all my messages by the end of the night. And she tells me, man, I'm gonna have to catch your stream later. I'm really tired. I can't stay awake. And then the next thing she texts me is, I was hit by a car. Well, I wake up at like 4 something in the morning to my phone going off, and I was like, oh well, I better read these ones. And I read them, and I go into instant panic. I'm up. I'm calling her. I'm texting her. I'm calling like people who aren't, because she's like up north right now. But I didn't know that. Like, well, I knew that, but I didn't know that. It was 4 in the morning. I didn't know. I was just trying to find her, and like didn't want her to go to sleep because she had a concussion and didn't know it, and she went to sleep. You guys know. And bitch wouldn't answer her fucking phone. So I spent like 3 hours trying to fucking find her ass. I even went to her friend's a YouTube page, and on one of the 2 videos he has, I left a message, and then on his discussion thing, I left a message, like wigging out, being like, "Look, I'm a friend of B squared. You're her friend too. I'm freaking out." Oh, just the left side of your body. You're fine, right? Yeah. But yeah, some bitch ran her over with their car and got away with it. Cop didn't even write the bitch a ticket because it was in a parking lot and that's private property, and they don't write tickets for things and stuff on private property. Not even when they hit you with their car and run you over. That's insane.
Then they would if it's bodily injury. If it's just
Yeah,
personal
this old bat
property.
fucking ran her over. Physically ran her over while she was walking through the parking lot.
Oh shit. Then call the next authority above her, county sheriff or highway patrol. And if that don't work, well, actually just fuck all of that shit. Go straight to the state attorney general's office and have them investigate. You're
Right.
saying that you're saying somebody here in the chat got hit personally by a vehicle on private property parking lot.
Yeah.
And they drove away and left her injured.
Yeah. No. She didn't drive away. I think she stayed. She stayed.
She stayed. The police
didn't write her a ticket or anything.
Okay, so she stayed. The police came and did nothing and said, "Oh, we can't do no reports. It's private." Yeah, and they shrugged off and done nothing and left her with her personal injury.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Now she has information on the driver and the vehicle and this and that.
I don't know, because the cop didn't even write his name down on whatever fucking paperwork he did fill out. He didn't even put his name on it.
Does she have information of the person that hit her in the vehicle?
I do not know.
If she does, I would go to a higher law enforcement authority. Like if it was the city police, I would go to the sheriff or the highway patrol. If that agency didn't do its job, and if those people give you the blow off, go straight to the attorney general's office and go straight to a lawyer. Now, going straight to a lawyer will save you a lot of fucking headache. And being it's a motor vehicle accident, it ain't going to be a cut and dried claim thing, but some lawyer will probably grab this one. As far as I ain't got money for a lawyer, go talk to a fucking lawyer and then tell them about the money afterwards. And if they want to charge you for an initial consult, you're talking to the wrong fucking lawyer already. Who is this we're talking about? Do you want to release that info or private?
B Squared. She's right there. She's right there in the
B
chat.
Squared? Okay. I'm not reading the chat, hon.
Okay.
I can't quite see it, so if something pops up, just put it up on the banner or read it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you got hit by a moving vehicle on private property and the police didn't do shit, then one, I would call a higher authority. Two, I would call the chief of fucking police. Three, I would also be subpoenaing under the Public Information Act, the body cameras and reports and the communication transcripts from that time of the incident. Get all your evidence together because you and your lawyer are going to need it. Prosecuting this motherfucker, you sustained some injuries. And I wish you well, B Squared. That sucks. What
Oh
happened?
my God.
You foiled all that? Okay. Am I still on camera while I'm? Yeah, I guess I am. Okay. I just can't respond. I was wondering how people were doing this. It was like, how are you reading the chat? I don't know. But like I say, pretty much I've been live streaming and it seems like I don't get. Now, Noli, if you're on StreamYard, I think it's just about imperative that you have a YouTube page open just so you can monitor the chat on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I
Because
got it open. I just ain't over there.
yeah, I was just.
Ow, ow.
Let me finish. I was saying that StreamYards is notorious for only showing you half of your YouTube chat. But just keep that in mind, hon.
He's quiet. He's busy smoking the marijuana.
I ain't smoking shit. It just looks like this is YouTube, man. I ain't smoking
No, I was
nothing.
gonna smoke a cigarette. I'm doing it. It's happening. You can't stop me. Nobody can stop me. I'm grown. I do what I want.
Anyway, go ahead, Derek. I was just trying to get all the facts together on that incident, but that's what to do with your friend B Square.
We love the B Squared. She's my buddy.
Yeah, is Oregon there? Is he going to say anything? I'd seen the message,
He's
and
here. He's probably just,
he's having a coffee or something.
fasting. Hopefully
Doing the same thing you are, Too Tall.
What's that?
Doing the same thing Too Tall's doing.
Not having a cigarette? Okay. Yeah. Time to medicate my mind. Oh, mercy.
Hey,
That's
is
a good one.
PDF still in here? I have a question about this goddamn thing on Facebook. Being nice to cops, even though there's some stuff in there that's worth being nice to them about. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I
wanna
would
know
contact.
what the fuck is up with that.
I would go with the sheriff's department basically, and I would let them know. I mean, I would even BS in Buffalo the sheriff's department that you were live streaming a friend of yours, and they there is some information, and you need to do your jobs, or we're gonna what I'm saying, play some of that Buffalo tactics.
Yeah, none of them sons of bitches do their fucking jobs. None of them. From meter maid on up to POTUS, none of them do their fucking jobs. I bet they couldn't even tell you what's in their job description.
Yeah. And I would also be in touch with the district attorney. And I would also be squared. I would also be putting this information out so your other friends on YouTube could be contacting these authorities and putting the pressure on their ass.
I think an attorney would jump on that.
Yeah, I think that an attorney would definitely jump on that because you know what? Old people are usually insured to the fucking max.
Yeah. Now, also, something to consider with attorneys is get one that's lives 100 miles away that ain't affiliated and connected with the judicial system in that court that you're going to in that jurisdiction. Because the cronyism with the attorneys that goes on that shouldn't go on. It's just a better bet to get an impartial attorney and find one out of town.
I'd go out of the county. I don't even fuck with local lawyers here.
Yeah.
I won't. I go out of the county if I need one because
From my experience, they're all in bed together.
They are, but you'll have better luck with an attorney from outside of your county because they're not afraid of your judges. They don't owe your judges anything.
Yeah, they're not in debt or coronied or all that shit. It's the justice system is so fucked. You got to know somebody, you got to blow somebody, you got to pay somebody just to get the service that should be yours under just the Constitution. It's fucked up.
What really disturbs me is the fact that you would think that the left and the right both could get behind that. When I say left and the right now, I'm talking about us, citizens, people of different backgrounds and different ideas and different opinions could at least get behind what is in that damn document together. But we can't even do that. Depending on who president is, depends on what part of the Constitution each side is going to support at any particular time. We really need to stop letting them affect us because they're affecting us. Even those who don't realize it. I don't care who's sitting as president. I don't care who's sitting as this, that, or the other. They are all the same. Like I said earlier, Pelosi and Trump, they're best buddies. They need to go on their play date and leave us the fuck alone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and rest in peace, Chief Justice Ginsburg, huh?
No! She brought us qualified immunity and fucking helped keep it.
That's what I mean. Rest in peace, you dirty bitch.
There on that bench, they need to fucking kick the bucket too. They need to hurry up and die.
I mean, right there's your case, and that's why I'm saying rest in peace. Now we're free from her thumb of rule. I forget where I heard it first, but I believe this so fucking much. Politicians are like children's diapers. They should be a one-time use. And I mean, can you just imagine a diaper for 26 years? Fuck that.
I agree. We need term limits on these folks.
Exactly. That's what I mean. You know, term limits, diaper changes, politician changes, something. Because, you know, otherwise there goes the hotbed of cronyism and corruption, and that's how the shit
I think
happens.
there's a simple way of doing it, and we don't need them. We don't need representatives. We can represent our goddamn selves with the technology that we have in our hands. Every last one of us has one in our hand, or in our back pocket, or sitting on the table next to
Really?
our fucking cell phone.
I mean, look at how many of these don't even know how to fucking run a YouTube channel or let even, you know, yeah, really.
Yeah,
I say
but
a lot.
I know old people that love doing those goddamn survey doohickeys on their phones or on their computers, and they can figure that out. They can figure out fucking basic voting.
Yeah.
So this was so awesome. I'm gonna go grab something really quick. It fucking genius, pure fucking genius. I love the way this guy fucking puts this shit. He's talking about how the law was meant to be plain and simple, and easily understood and easily implemented, and like to the point where like someone with a fourth or fifth grade education level could fucking comprehend and enforce. And these people have just fuckarooed it and made it to where you know you have to have a lawyer to explain it to you. And because of that alone, ignorance is an excuse. Because if we don't understand it to the point where we need an attorney to fucking explain the law to us, then by that alone, the law is saying, or you know, the judges are saying that because you didn't know, it's not your fault. You can't be held culpable. Where the hell is it? Is it really that long ago? Wow. Did I just go right on time?
Oh, what a beautiful morning.
Isn't
Such
it
a
like,
wonderful day.
12:30 there or something? That's
Yeah,
not.
it's 1:30.
Oh, okay. The son of a whore. I can't find it. Screw you guys. I said it, sorta, just not as pretty as they did.
Well, damn, screw us, guys. It's already past noon. It's too late for a nooner, Noli.
What's that? I need cobwebs to knock
We still
off.
got a half hour here on the West Coast.
Ah, I can't believe I sit there. I put that video out the other day of Rolling with Rob out for a nooner. I'll tell you what, you talk about clickbait for a title, huh? What, Rob? A nooner?
Well, if anything, just so that people can come in and make jokes about it, because you know we're not dumb. We know you. You're good people.
Oh, fuck, Solo Yanker in the house. Damn.
Yeah.
Solo, you gonna come up on the panel?
Shit. Oh my god. Hey, Solo. I need somebody to come by here one of these days. Who's doesn't think the same way I do, and that would be you. We're pretty fucking different. I mean, I love you and I agree with you on lots of stuff. And then there's lots of stuff where I just say nothing because I don't agree. But I'm having trouble getting people to have a conversation with different opinions without it turning into a pissing match or a I hate you, I'm taking my toys and going home. And what I'm kind of asking people to do is explain shit to me to where you're trying to convince me to come over to your side of, or to your opinion for me to realize that, oh, well, maybe I'm wrong, you're right. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Noli,
dick, yeah.
Noli, go ahead and repost your StreamYard link. It's no longer visible on the YouTube.
Oh, he won't want to come up here now.
Yeah, you want to repost it about every 10 or 15 minutes so that people in the chat will see it if you're wanting more people up.
I just want people of like, you know, not the same perspective as me.
Well, that's when you hit the exit button on them. You know, if they're up there and being a goof, boop, bye, kick from studio.
I mean, like, I don't mind if people are being retards. That's fine. But
Yeah.
sorry if that offended anybody. I'm still working on my mouth.
Oh well, they'll get over it.
They have a different opinion than me up here to talk to I don't know, have a better understanding and a better respect for people who don't think the same way I do.
That's what makes the world so wonderful. There's different opinions, ain't it?
Don't call names, you guys. We're not 5.
Be nice.
Oh, you don't have to be nice. Just, you know.
Well, I mean,
be not nice in an adult way.
Yeah, you know, be nice, be civil. You know that one phrase from our infamous Joe Cool, blow me. He seemed like you ought to put on the backside of that T-shirt. You have a Joe Cool shirt says "blow me" on the front, then on the back it says "be nice."
And don't gang up on my people from the other side because I need them.
Yeah.
How am I gonna like down in my description, I put if we only listen to like-minded people, then we remain ignorant by choice.
Right. Right.
This is me trying not to be ignorant. Now I know I'm always gonna have some major level of ignorance because it's me and I got blonde roots and it's just how it is. But anyway, that I can at least understand the world better and the people that I surround myself with. Oh, yay! How come my doorbell ain't working? Why ain't nothing working?
Hey, Solo.
What up?
What's up?
How are y'all doing? How y'all doing?
I am wonderful. I am wonderful.
Yeah, man. As long as you live in the dream, that's all that matters, right?
Heck yeah! Even when it's a nightmare, it's still a dream, right?
Yeah, we're living it. We're living pretty good, you know. And I caught some of the part end of pieces, and like I know you said you agree with some, I don't agree with all. Hey, that's everybody, you know. Same thing. I have the same feeling about certain auditors. There's things I agree with them. There's things I don't agree with them. You know, we all have different differences. There's always difference of approaches on how we do everything.
As long as there's some sort of respect there, you know. I ain't gonna lie, there are some auditors and some cop watchers and some activists that I have no respect for at all.
Yeah, yeah.
And they should just go away, far, far away. Go play with their toys. Their moms are calling them. They need to go home. But you know, there's so many. I'm not left or right. I refuse to subscribe to that bullshit because, in my opinion, left wing, right wing, same fucking chicken.
Right on, Chris.
Yeah.
It's rather obvious than being Solo. It's rather obvious that me and Solo don't know which way to hang a flag.
No. Oh yeah, you're right. We are in distress, dude. Don't you know?
Yeah.
That lady, dude. That lady that served that city council or whatever with stuff and things.
What was that?
the lady that served that city council with charges of treason and stuff.
Yeah. I found out she's a paralegal. So
wow. She doesn't know.
hopefully she continues and goes down and actually holds them accountable, because it seems like she actually went through the right channels to get it done. So I'm hoping that I hope they all lose their jobs.
They need to, and it needs to start happening across this damn country, where these fuckers realize that they don't have security in their position. We put them there, and we will fucking send them home.
Yep. You're living off our dime right now, so either do what you're supposed to or get out.
Exactly.
Noli, I just wish you'd quit beating around the bush and tell us how you really feel.
I thought I was.
How you guys doing?
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. So I missed what this was all about. I heard just as I clicked on, I heard Tutal talking about somebody hanging the flag wrong or something.
Yeah, it seems like you're under distress. That's all I know. When I see that flag like that, I think you're under distress.
Well, maybe he is.
He very well could be.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. I assumed he hung it that way because feels like this country's under distress.
And I think a lot of people are, Yeah. But if that flag was hanging outside his doorstep or out in his yard or something, I actually stopped at this one guy's house. I saw his flag was upside down, like it was under distress, and I actually went up to his door and was like, pounding on it. Hey man, you good? Anybody here? Y'all good in here?
Yeah.
And that used, like, even in this day and age, that's still a distress. That's still a distress signal.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if anybody ever sees that, there's nothing wrong with you trying to see and make sure somebody's okay.
I totally agree.
So,
what if it's like the what is it? Is it the Norwegian flag that's just a blue cross? Like, how could you tell if it was upside down or not?
Well, it only happens here in America.
Yeah.
I
don't know about other countries, but I definitely know in America, 100%.
Oh, this is Solo Yacker, and we also got Indy.
Indy News on the Street, yeah.
Yeah, the scooter is Indy right there. I'm not pointing at it. You guys can see what I'm pointing at, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So what was everybody talking about that these people need to be fired and so on? What was going on?
There was a woman in West Palm Beach at the council meeting, and when she went up to speak, she walked up to the panel, to all the council members, mayor, and everything, and she served them a paper about U.S. Code 242, U.S. Code 241. She went on a whole list. I actually records requested that, and I actually have exactly what was served to them.
Sweet.
But it was basically about all the codes that they don't have the right. I mean, as council members, they have no right to try to instill law that they have no right to make a law. They're trying to follow the governor's order here in Florida, and
the governor does not have any legislative authority either.
No, he does not. and that's the problem, is that everybody's following the governor, and they're like, oh, if he can do it, we can do it. And then, I've been to town hall meetings, and I said the same thing to them, except for this lady. She actually brought some legal teeth behind it. I mean, she basically served him a paper for treason.
Well, not treason. It's not treason. Treason's a whole other thing.
Yeah. Everybody said it was treason. I say
it's not treason.
Yeah.
It's not. Trust me, it's not.
Yeah, it's not treason, but man, they're teetering on a small line right now,
Yeah, it's something, but that's not what it is.
Yeah.
That treason is a word that people throw around a lot.
Yeah.
But
like the word loyalty gets thrown around a lot.
Yeah.
I am not loyal, y'all. Just so you know, I'm not. My friendship comes with like contingencies and shit. I will not follow you to hell.
Yeah. Yeah, my loyalty will always be to America. That's the only loyalty that I have right now. And then you got to prove your loyalty to me. You know, treat me with respect. I treat you with respect. Everything's gonna be good. You know what I mean?
Under 18 U.S. Code, treason is let's see here. Let me just read it. Whoever owing an allegiance to the United States levies war against them or adheres to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort and so on and so forth. But that's not levying war by making an unconstitutional code.
Right.
That's
Correct.
So it's different than treason. That's all I'm trying to say. There's that's one of those words.
The president we've ever had is guilty of that bullshit.
Yeah.
But they're all guilty of something right now. That's all I know. I mean, it's not just in West Palm. It's all across the United States. You know, there's a few that are actually trying to fight against it, but the majority usually wins.
Yeah. So, have you been fishing here lately, Solo?
Yeah, I actually went fishing Thursday. We were in Titusville where me and Orlando's Voice Transparency got trespassed, and we've been making a huge stink about our trespass and them violating our rights and all this stuff. And we showed up with 12 auditors and audited the police department, the state attorney, and the county commissioner's office. And we got results. We got our body cams that have been waiting for 3 months, over 3 months.
Wow.
We got our trespass rescinded or lifted, whatever you want to call it. We got our trespass, and as soon as we got our trespass lifted, we went and grabbed our fishing poles, our ARs, and went right back to the same place that we got trespassed.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
You know, every time I see one of your videos, I think of this story about this guy. He was just this small town. He whenever he'd go fishing, he'd bring back tons of fish, just lots of fish. And his buddy, who was a game warden, said, "How are you getting all those fish?" He said, "Well, tell you what, why don't you come with me and I'll show you." So they go out there on the boat, and he lights a stick of dynamite, tosses it out there, boom, and all these dead fish start floating. He starts gathering them up. And he's, "Man, that is nuts. You can't do that." And while he's talking, the guy lights another stick of dynamite and says, "Hold this." And he's, "Man, that's illegal." He says, "What are you gonna fish? Or you gonna talk?"
Yeah, fishing. That's hilarious. Yeah.
I think I heard that one before.
About not catching fish when I go out and fish, but I'm like, you know, it is what it is, man.
A lot of people don't catch fish when they fish.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, it's fishing. I'm like, trust me, I've caught plenty of fish, and there's plenty of videos of me catching fish. It's just, most often than not, when I go out in open carry, I don't catch shit. It's like bananas on a boat, dude. You just don't do it.
Yeah.
It's bad luck.
That's what I hadn't heard.
Yeah. Well, don't bring bananas ever on a boat, dude. Ever.
Okay. No bananas on a boat.
No bananas.
All right. Who's the frog?
That's 5-speed.
Yeah, that's 5-speed.
And who's up above Too Tall?
Oregon Rogue.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. For some reason our little monikers are not down there telling everybody who they are.
I don't know what I did. I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'm not mad at you.
I just wanted to jump up here for a second. Noli, that last panel that I saw you do about pro-life, I so wanted to jump up there with you, but I just couldn't. Maybe one of these times we'll talk about that pro-life.
I think that it's a conversation that needs to be had between different opinions. I really do. I think that if it can be a healthy conversation.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, life is.
I'd be the one who need to sit down and shut up, I'm sure.
Life is the most precious right we have.
Amen.
As an individual.
That's right.
And
Absolutely.
that comes from that creator, and it can't be touched. So it is one of the most valuable and precious rights one has.
Absolutely. Yeah, I missed that panel, man. I wish I'd have been on that one.
Oh, I wanted to jump up there so bad, but it wasn't the right time. So
Oh man, I would have loved to have been in that conversation. Man, if you're ever gonna
well,
have that conversation again, Noli, I please reach out to me, man. I would love to be involved in that conversation.
Yeah,
hit-
I will for certain, and definitely I will be talking about it again soon. Sometime the end of next week, my nurse friend will be back on to answer any questions about COVID, and then of course we're gonna like have a little bit of a debate with her about what yet I still don't know, but
well, make sure you hit me up, Noli.
yeah,
Give me a fair warning so I can try to prepare. To make sure I'm able to do it.
Yeah.
But I would definitely jump up there and be open to conversating about it.
I think
Yeah.
that it's something, well, just like with anything political, like we don't have to agree to have each other's backs. We don't have to we don't have to be assholes to each other to get our point across, or just to at least respect the other's opinion.
See, that's what we got to get away from, is all that negativity.
Yeah, and these politicians, that's all they're doing is, oh, hey, Leslie, what the hell?
Well, there's so much one can learn. I mean, listen, if anybody out there that questions a lot of any of this stuff, I mean, I just put a video out that's got 75 screenshots in the video. It ties it down, man. If anybody watches that video and slows that video down and reads those codes and parts of the scripture of the Bible where it ties in and all of that stuff, they'll get a little bit better understanding that these public officials that we talk about all the time, they want you to be belligerent, because that justifies their position. If there's no controversy, there's no conflict.
Hey, throw your link in the chat, because I want to. I don't know that I'm subscribed to you.
It's 5-speed on YouTube. FIVESPEED. I'm not capable of doing that right now. I'm on a mobile, but anybody can certainly do that.
Is 5-speed one or two? Is 5-speed one or two words?
One word.
Okay.
And it's you'll see the thumbnail will be the frog.
And poor dirt farmer.
Got it.
What's up, guys?
Gotcha. I've just subscribed. I'm gonna check out your videos. Sounds like we probably are of accord on that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of my DA in my community, and have been for a few months now. And I got a call from down there yesterday, but I missed it, and they didn't leave me a message, and I tried to call them back. See, there's a lot of things that we're all wrapped up in all this negativity and all of the controversy going on around the world, and we're really focusing on ourselves and that individual right to life. Yep. And I basically told that the clerk down there and the receptionist, listen, I don't want to take this guy to federal court and a tort claim in equity in an international venue. I have no unilateral contracts with that agency, nor the United States. So they're in breach of trust. And at the end of the day, if your hands are clean biblically and spiritually, these cats are in a whole lot of trouble. They're in a whole heap of trouble. Because they are all running on assumptions and presumptions. Because it's wrote down doesn't mean shit.
I've got some questions for Solo Yak. If
questions are $5.
Well, he's up here.
PayPal me at.
Hit me with your questions, because something I love talking about anything that people want to understand.
I just run up in the private chat because I was typing it while these guys were talking. I try to do that when people are talking, so I'm not interrupting anybody.
What questions? I'm trying to catch up on some of the chat. I'm looking up and looking down. I'm looking at my iPad, looking at the phone.
My question was, so how you feel about having to choose between racist rapist A and racist rapist B? And what about the fact that Trump wanted to take our guns and deal with the quote unquote paperwork later? Because I know that I believe voting for Trump, right?
Yeah. I will tell everybody about why I'm with Trump. Trump has gone and said he wants to due process second, take the guns, due process the second, suppressors, bump stocks, which actually are right now in the process of getting. We're about to get our bump stocks back because they've gone through federal court. But
Yeah.
Trump has gone back and said, look at who we got coming, and I'm the only one that's trying to defend it. Who's coming? Biden. Biden ain't gonna make it through a presidency. He's gonna die.
Biden won't even make it to the
Die.
end. He won't even make it to the end of the election.
He's going to die quickly because then we won't have to deal with either one.
Well, then
no,
we got Kamala. Then we've got Kamala Harris, which is even worse.
There's three problems with this. Biden
Can I
dies,
jump in?
Harris gets in. Harris gets in. If something happens to Harris, Pelosi gets in. Like,
Can I jump in here?
you take the wrath of what you want. You know, I mean, the only reason I'm saying support Trump is because he will help not get our rights taken away. If we directly put Biden or Harris, or because Biden has said that he's going to get Beto, Mr. Beto, he's going to get Beto, the guy that takes our guns away. And Harris is right there with him, and she's a California nutbag. So she's already like, yeah, friggin' take the guns. Let's lock up the people that smoke weed. Like, she laughs about locking up people that smoke weed. I'm like, okay. And then she's like, oh, I smoked weed and listened to rap back in the day. Like, they're a bunch of hypocrites.
She's such a liar.
They're both bad. I'm saying both when I say Biden and Trump. They're both
we're
bad.
stuck between a rock and a hard place.
We're all stuck. If Stoloyaker could run for president and he would actually make it and could actually become president, I would run. But it's not happening. You know, it takes so much money. It takes so much to get in the public eye like that. That, not that I'm saying I'm not trying. It's just that I'm not in that public eye. For the gun rights, absolutely, people would know, well, this guy's for the gun rights, but they don't know anything. You know. The whole life stuff and all the other stuff, they don't know much about me. You know.
Have you noticed that people there's that one lady from Canada who just tried to turn you into this evil villain that you are not. And you're not. You're amazing.
Yeah. I remember.
Trolls will be trolls. That's, you know.
It is what it is. We all have them. You have them, Noli. Justice, you have. We all have.
Yep.
People that disagree with us, and you know, I don't care. They can disagree. Maybe I can shine if they could give me some information that I might retain and think it's pertinent, and I might have some information for them that they might retain and it might be pertinent to their life. But for the most part, you know, if you don't agree with me on gun stuff, the only thing I can say is look at the Constitution, look at Florida law or whatever state you're in, and if you can't accept it, move out of that state. Go to California, go to Chicago, go to the places that restrict guns and I hope you feel safe there, you know, because I wouldn't feel safe there, you know.
Yeah.
So I hope that makes everybody understand a little bit about why I say with Trump is because
I get it. I totally get it. I understand where you're coming from, and you know, good luck. I fucking hate them both. I fucking think they all need to go to fucking Gitmo, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if Gitmo's for all of them, but yeah, I definitely think politicians definitely are. I think a lot of politicians are mostly all.
Okay, I can think of like maybe three who I'd be okay with him going to a county jail somewhere, but the rest of them need to go to Gitmo.
Yeah, heard that. I mean, if they violate our rights, dude, I think 100% send them to Gitmo, get them out, you know, or let's bring back tar and feathering and public friggin' hanging.
Right.
Hey,
Public hanging.
the first time a politician gets tarred and feathered and hung, all these politicians would be like, oh shit, if we do this, that's what's going to happen to us. All right, let's stop fucking around with the bullshit. Start following the Constitution. Let's start following our God-given rights, not even constitutionally protected rights, God-given.
Yep.
Yeah, Clarence, no matter which way we vote, we're still voting in evil. But literally, that's our only choices are evil and evil.
Yeah.
And I think that, as much as I hate it and I prefer no evil at all, that's never going to happen because we're never going to come together as a people in this country to make that happen because we like to argue amongst ourselves for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
I think that most people in this election, I don't know if most, I should say, I think many people in this election, which might be a better way of saying it, are not going to really be voting for who they want as president. They're going to be voting for who they want to pick the Ruth Bader Ginsburg's replacement.
Yeah. I'm sick of hearing people say what color they're voting for, red or blue, and not what policy or what person. That shit's driving me crazy too.
Oh, I get you. I get you. I'm, I didn't vote for Hillary or Trump in the last election. I don't think I'll be voting for Biden or Trump in this election. I did vote for somebody, but I voted for somebody that I agreed with on, and I think if enough people do that, sure, it'll probably give us. If a lot of people did this, it would probably give us a really bad president for a couple of election cycles.
Yeah, but
our country can survive that. Yeah, our country can survive that. But if we start putting the pressure on, look, we're not going to vote for evil anymore. We're not going to vote for bad. Then perhaps a one of these parties will put somebody up that's good.
Maybe like things like the DNC can, I don't know, all fucking burn to the ground. That would be awesome because they are evil as fuck too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm sorry, my mouth, it's really bad today. I woke up so angry today.
You're a potty mouth.
I was so angry. Everybody blessing that Ruth Ginsburg, and I'm just like, but you don't understand. She's the one who brought us qualified immunity. Why are you like not being honest about who she was?
Oh, yeah. Well, she didn't bring it to us because qualified immunity started in 1969. That was she helped make it worse. So it qualified immunity was brought by the Supreme Court in 1969, but she did make it a lot worse than what it was at that time. 2001, her decision in 2001 is what made it really bad.
She's fucking evil.
She is. Yeah, she was evil. And I don't celebrate her death because she's undoubtedly, unless something changed in the last hours, she's likely burning in hell, and that's bad. That's sad for anybody. I don't want that for anybody. I want everybody to come to repentance and trust and faith in Christ.
Hey, do you guys mind if I share a 7-minute video that you're going to have to read? I'm sorry. He doesn't like to talk, so he does it all. And
one of those. Okay. It's your panel, man.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And
as my guest, I don't,
We don't mind. I don't mind.
Hey, I got nothing better to do. I mean, if I got to just get up for just a few minutes to go grab another beer, I mean, it is what it is.
Right on.
Yeah, I got a pork shoulder smoking, so I'm on that barbecue time right now.
I want some. What the fuck? Okay, this is Liberty's champion, and he is a fellow Washingtonian like me, and I think he might be a lawyer or something like that.
Can you take the Ed Ramirez quote down because that'll make it easier to read?
Yes, I apologize. There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And on his page, he does cite all of his information. He's very thorough. He's hard to get a hold of, but I do have his email in my address book if anybody wants to try to reach out to him. He doesn't have his what do you call it turned on? His comments turned on. Drives me crazy. I guess I could read this for people. Or somebody who, you know, doesn't read like a fucking second grader could.
Yeah. Look at that panel right there.
Yep. See, isn't he great about citing his shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Ow.
Yeah, 1982 is when it started really getting bad. 2001, I believe, is when they really went over the top.
Yep. Warren versus District of Columbia.
Yep. No duty to protect.
None. And that's every time they say it, I'm like, you got no duty to protect me. I'm in control of my own life. Yeah.
Sassy, I agree with you on that. I hate when it hurts people's feelings, though. I don't like to do that.
After Sandra Day O'Connor.
Things. Horrible.
There's the old bitch.
Wow.
I say the same thing when I see my grandma, so I don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm happy but that lady on the right, or all the way right, she just passed. What, today?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah. I'm glad she's no longer on the court. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I'm not happy she's dead or nothing like that.
Right.
Just let everybody know. But she was, you know, she was like 84 or whatever, something like that. You know. And now it's new bloods coming in. Same thing with Kavanaugh. If you agree with him or don't agree with him, there's going to be new blood that's, you know, you just got new blood coming in. So.
But Kavanaugh's ugh. I don't want no creepers on power, man. I just don't. It's not.
Kavanaugh's not a creeper. That was such a
creeper.
Shit show.
Baloney.
I disagree.
That was so made up.
His own calendar fucking literally follows what she said almost verbatim as far as timeline and what they're doing. And I don't know, because I am a victim of I am a survivor of that kind of shit. I cannot stand beside someone accused. I can't, out of my own.
So if somebody gets falsely accused, you're okay with that.
Falsely accused, and it is proven that it is falsely accused. That
So they're guilty. So they're guilty until proven innocent.
No doubt.
So they're guilty until proven innocent.
With that, yeah. Because when I was a little girl, I begged for help for years. Begged for fucking help, dude, and nobody would help me. And the things that I survived.
And that is awful. That clearly that's awful.
Fuck your mind up if I told you about it. It would fuck your mind up for the rest of your damn life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I'm not. And for you, you were actually saying who it was and whatnot, and that you were saying it early. Yeah. The issue that I had with Kavanaugh is that if, you know, I say this to any woman nowadays, say something. At least get it out there. That way, you know, whatever, just say something, because then I get, you know, I mean, I don't know about your situation, but, you know, you go back 30, 50 years, if a woman was to say that, the men, like, I'm not saying it was a man's world, but it was like they tried to say, oh, what were you wearing? Or how'd you do this? Or what? It shouldn't be about what you're wearing and trying to justify why the other person did what they did. There's no justification in that. But
Right.
at the same time, if it does happen, you have to say something instantly. It's like, I don't know who the person is, you know, and that's what I would say to any woman. At least try to get the DNA or try to get something, so that if they can find the person, at least they have something to base it off of. And a lot, like this case with Kavanaugh, it was what, 30, 40 years from when he was in high school. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying.
Well, and even the witnesses that she claimed as, you know, they were her friends and she claimed as witnesses, contradicted her story.
Yeah, and I'm not saying your instance it was not true or nothing. I'm not saying that at all.
Oh,
But there
honey,
there have been instances, and I've got a channel. It's called ASD Docs, where he was an Asian man, and he got falsely accused, got arrested, gone through all the process, spent tens of thousands of dollars to prove his innocence, and they still did nothing. And I'm not saying they should have gone after the woman. I mean, they probably should have.
No, they should have. No. Women who falsely accuse, and I have a neighbor who lives like 2 blocks away, and I've known him since I was a little girl, but he went away for a long time. And I never knew why growing up. But all of a sudden he was back, right? And he had been accused and convicted of raping somebody. And then it came out with, as far as DNA, it came out that it wasn't him. It
Right.
wasn't him. There's no way it was him. Fucking DNA to prove it was not fucking him. And so he got out, but he spent all those years far away from his fucking family, and also, you know, the whole town looking at him like he's a rapist. And in my opinion, the person who accused him of that shit should be sitting in prison right now.
I would agree. Yeah. It's a tough situation. It really is. And
It's one of those hard ones, man. And I wish it on nobody. I hope anybody that if anybody that gets caught doing it to be castrated. Period.
yeah, it's just to start off with.
Yeah, that or at least let the victim decide what happens. You know, whether it's castrate them, friggin' hang them, do whatever. I mean, it's just, there's no reason for a man or a woman to impose themselves on somebody like that without consent. You know, if you guys are down with it, down with it. If not, no means no. Leave me alone. Don't touch me. I don't touch you, type of thing. But you know, we've got evil. There's evil in this world, and unfortunately, that's why we have to decide how we fix these problems. And I say, anybody that does harm to somebody, an eye for an eye. You know, you hurt me, I hurt you. I hurt you back the same way you hurt me.
But if it's an eye for an eye, then the whole world's going to be blind, though, right?
Maybe that'll open up people's eyes and say, I like seeing.
True.
You know, you enjoy your fingers and your toes. Don't kick somebody and break their head, because they're going to take your toe off, because you'll never kick somebody in the head again. You know what I mean? Like, you have to, I mean, it's an eye for an eye. That's how I look at it. I don't try to hurt anybody, so I don't expect anybody to try to hurt me. But unfortunately, that's not the case sometimes.
Yeah.
I know I would never, ever, ever take anything personal. Like, you know, unless you're saying, Noli, you, I'm not going to take it personal. I try to leave my feelings over that way, but when I first got in this morning, I didn't. I was yelling, and I was very, I was really fucking mad.
Man.
I'm so sick of the lying and the manipulating and the horse shit, man. There's just so much of it.
Well, Indiana may end up having constitutional carry next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's several legislators that are going to be pushing for it. I think that'll be great.
In Maine?
In Indiana.
Oh, Indiana.
Yeah.
And that'll be back to the way it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Carry how you want to carry.
Well, in the Indiana Constitution, it says that the people have a right to keep. The people have the right to bear arms for the defense of themselves and the state. That's pretty clear.
It's very clear and simple.
Yeah, there's, people try to throw in this whole militia thing like that's a requirement that you're in the militia. It's not what the Second Amendment was saying. It was saying in order to be able to have a militia, the people have to be able to be armed, so that there's people that know what they're doing with guns in order to call them out to a militia. But the Indiana Constitution, right? Yeah. So in Indiana, they just took the militia language out of it when they wrote their constitution and made it real clear.
Yeah, it's the people. I mean, and that's what I've told that to numerous people. We, the people, are the militia.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's whoever can bear arms, whoever has arms, and when we need to stand up to tyrannical government or whatever, we have to.
You're right.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
This is like you calling me.
Mr. Chris Haynes, what's up?
I forgot. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry, Noli.
It's okay, honey.
Hey, what's up, man? Too Tall Rob. I was looking in the mirror a little earlier. What's up, Solo?
What up, brother?
How you doing, brother? I can't wait to go out with you, man.
I was looking for you, bro. I was waiting for you.
Yeah, no. It's you guys always pick a day I'm working.
Yeah,
Indy,
man.
What's up, Indy?
And just hanging out. Had a little bit of free
Jeff
time.
is here.
But yeah, man. What have you been up to, Crispy?
I'm working right now. I'm actually gonna kick out some honeydew projects here coming up, but I'm hoping to team up with Rogue and James again soon.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Man, Rogue is great. I've gotten really become a real big fan of James Masson here recently too.
Me too.
Yeah, he's funny.
Those guys were my first team up. Like it was a little over a year ago in Gainesville. We went and looked for the guy that tased that bro. Remember, don't tase me, bro.
Yeah. So you actually, so if it was a little over a year ago, that means I've watched you really since your beginning, because I was just starting to really get into First Amendment audits, and you were one of those early ones that I was watching. So that's really cool.
For me, I started. I read that Jeffrey Epstein article in December 2018, and my friend sent me some First Amendment auditor videos because we talked about how like none of those sex rings work without police involvement.
Yeah,
they all have police involvement in them.
No,
so we got to find those
Can
guys. That's our main mission.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Mine, at least. And and that's why I jumped in, because sexual slavery. We're the only country that calls it sex trafficking. People think that there's no slavery anymore in the U.S., but there still is. Yeah. That stuff, like.
Can I bring up something?
It's a stomach turner, but we gotta face it. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, we were talking there about the right to bear arms. The Second Amendment and the militia and this that. Now, that friend of Noli's that does that show, RNN or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Her interview the other day with Eric, and something that Eric brought up that really touched me as a veteran. We're processed out of the military, but are we ever processed out of the oath we took to that Constitution?
No expiration date on that.
Never an expiration date on it.
Yeah.
Never. For any military person, even my parents are Air Force. They still to this day know the oath that they took when they joined the military.
Yeah.
So that there's no.
And however short my career was, I still feel,
Right.
that sense of duty, and I always have since
Yeah.
I've been I can't stop. I
Now
love
what?
people like I love myself, and I love myself a lot.
Now, like say, being a veteran and then becoming an ex-felon. Whereas yet do I still have a right to have a gun to defend my ass, even as a ex-felon of 20 years ago or 5 years ago? You know
You
what I'm
always
saying?
have that right, brother. You always have the right. Always. I can tell you, you can go black powder, but just because the government says you can't have it, I just don't get caught with it.
Yeah, they didn't even have gun registration when I was a kid. You know, the first couple guns I ever had, they didn't even have registration. You know,
They
that's
don't in
something.
Indiana. We still don't have it in Indiana, fortunately.
Hang on. But are you guys hip to? Did you see? I think this is what Missouri did. Is they kicked all of the fucking gun laws, all of the ATF, to fuck up out of the state in regards to firearm charges. It's pretty much, from what I understand, Missouri just went full bore. Everybody's got a fucking right, and fuck all the stupid gun laws.
Yeah.
It's the way it ought to be.
You know,
You always have the right, brother, man. Forget about what the government says. Just don't get caught with it. That's the only time the government steps in.
yeah.
I mean, if you think about Kyle Rittenhouse or whatever, everybody was making a big fuss. Oh, he was 17. He had a rifle. He should have never had the rifle. Just because he's 17 doesn't mean he doesn't have the right to bear arms. It doesn't. Even under through all the stuff that he's going through, it's all going to make sense at the end. But you always have the right to defend yourself with a firearm. It's just the government that's going to hold you. They're going to be like, oh, he was a felon. He shouldn't have had it. Well, they're not going to charge you with the murder for defending yourself. They're going to charge you for the felony of having the possession of the firearm.
Yeah.
They can't charge you for the murder if it's justified, ever.
Yeah, we need to repeal the National Firearms Act that was passed in 1934 because
100%.
we need to be able to have fully automatic weapons. We need to be able to have silencers. They're technically not silencers. It's just a brand name.
Cans, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, suppressors.
Hey, I had a question for Solo, man. Do you really think that the United States of America could ever be disarmed?
Never. Too
All
many
right,
guns.
so let's not worry about that influencing our vote, because whoever is in there is never going to be able to do it, even if they threaten to do so.
Well, but what they can do is make it harder to get arms, and make it harder to get ammunition, and make it harder to for law-abiding citizens to be able to exercise their right to keep and bear arms. I know a lot of states have already gone out of hand with it. Right. So they can make it harder, and so that is an issue.
Federally,
Nolan.
I mean, they've tried.
Nolan,
come over here.
Hold on, fellas. Nolan, can you pull up information regarding posse comitatus of the Constitution?
What'd you
Yeah,
say?
it's like where you deputize people, and how you can't really
military's not supposed to act on our soil.
Right,
Asta
have a
what?
standing army.
Right.
Asta what?
Posse comitatus.
Posse comitatus.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Latin. Might as well be Greek, right?
Like forming a posse.
Yeah. See, the National Firearms Act, 1934. It's a federal law, and it's still in effect today, and the regulations are still based on that today. They took,
Biden.
Question you guys about.
I've got a question, you guys. I've got a question.
Quick
now,
one.
My understanding of posse comitatus is a government cannot create a militia greater than that of its people.
Right.
So, where the fuck do they have the right to be driving around on these streets with these tanks and these MRAPs and these superior weapons than we can have, or ammunition and tear gases.
Yeah, I was just talking about this with Jack Brady. You guys know Jack Attack Audits, right?
Yeah.
Um, I knew a guy who has tanks, a Russian MiG, several artillery pieces, every kind of handheld and mounted weapon you could think of since World War One, and that's a private person. So, like, people are like, "Oh, where's it going to end? Can I buy a tank if I want?" Yes, it's
Yes.
America. You can.
You can buy a helicopter.
Sadly, the guy died, and they had to sell off his stuff to different museums around the country because we even tried really hard to get enough people and enough money together to maintain all this stuff because he had it all in running order. All his mechanics would take the tanks to go buy beers and stuff, you know? Yeah, it's funny. You see those old APVs going down the street too. You pay for a ride.
You
But
imagine young driving
They
in
couldn't
a tank.
afford the hundreds of thousands of dollars that this guy used to put of his own money in maintaining it. The city couldn't afford to maintain it or didn't want to.
Yeah.
And it was a great place, you know.
Can you
This guy
imagine?
had a museum he made himself.
Can you imagine a DUI in a tank?
That
He
was
had a legit periscope from a submarine inside the museum that would go through the roof, and you could look out at the parking lot and see the Russian MiG that's out on the parking lot, all the
That-
helicopters and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Indiana may end up having a libertarian governor.
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
there's that third choice. No, we do have
Indiana
another
has
choice.
been is pretty as a state. The if you go back to May, the Republican was ahead 60 something to 20 something over the Democrat, and then Libertarian came into the picture, and now it's the Republicans at 36%, the Democrats at 30%, and the Libertarians at 24%. And most of the Libertarian support are coming from Republicans. And I think if the polls get any closer at all, we're going to see a really quick flip to the Libertarian going ahead of the Republicans, because the
That's
Republicans do not like the Republican governor because he's acted like a tyrant.
Yeah. And Republicans have lost their idea of what being conservative is.
Yeah.
You know,
My
if you look at the last 4 Republican presidents, they've added to the national debt like way more than, and I'm not a fan of the Democrats either, but they just did it way more, and they're supposed to be the conservative ones. It's horrible.
Yeah, my biggest problem with many libertarians is they are not for protecting the life inside the mother's womb.
Yeah, that's you know, and you talk to 12 different libertarians and you get 12 different answers. So I thought, like, when I asked that question, and it's a question I still have out there, can anybody give me a reason other than they've never won or they don't have a chance why we should not vote libertarian? Because Joe Jorgensen's platform goes along with everything this community goes with, except maybe for the I mean, I'm yeah, and I'm not for abortions, but I'm less for abortions in a back alley that are unsafe, you know.
Well, they're all unsafe.
Those are the two evils you have to choose.
Somebody always dies.
Yeah, true.
So they're all unsafe. I'm not for making it easy.
But, you know, at every situation is different though. Like, you, if you know that this is just going to be a 2-week long life that is going to be suffering in a crack addicted pain and agony, is that really fair to do that to the?
I don't think you can ever really know that. I know too many kids, and
no, I was. My mom was told that she would die if she didn't abort me. So I know.
Yeah. So there's too many situations like that where they were just absolutely sure that the baby wasn't going to survive, that the mom wasn't going to survive, you know, that sort of thing. But then, you know, they chose to not have
the choice
in
should
their
not
life.
be taken away from the person whose life is in jeopardy. That choice should never be taken away.
Well, okay, but you don't have to kill the baby intentionally. You can try to deliver the baby if you need to. At the point that it becomes life-threatening, at that point, try to deliver the baby alive. Now, will many of those, maybe even most of them, die? Maybe, but if you go back not many years ago, at 28, 29 weeks, you probably weren't going to see a survivor. Now we've had some at 20. We've had survivors at 21 weeks.
Do you support Planned Parenthood educating people on all the other choices besides abortion?
Yes.
I don't support Planned Parenthood at all.
Right, because even though they do that, even though that is a very beneficial, productive idea to your beliefs, you still don't support them.
I don't support Planned Parenthood at all.
Welfare and like food assistance and stuff like that for single parents who can't afford a full-time job. They have a full-time job, make a minimum wage, but they cannot afford to feed their kids. It's that or pay rent.
There's a million stories. I have a quick question from before. I want to ask. I saw like a lot of people talking about Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Like,
fuck that lady.
Right. Yeah. So what was it that she did that was like so horrible? I mean,
qualified immunity.
Right. Okay. So besides that, like,
that's killed so many people that's all I need, honestly.
I think that my biggest problem with her is that she had the way of her understanding of the Constitution. She would go be outside of the Constitution, and instead of the Constitution being the highest authority, rather than and she was not an originalist. And there's ways of changing the Constitution, but she wanted to change it from the bench. And that's
part two of my question is: Did you put your flag at half staff for her, or would you?
I have not.
Oh, okay. I did it earlier.
I didn't. Mine's still fine. Mine's still fine at full staff.
Yeah.
As a private citizen, I'm not obligated.
This is what somebody wrote. No one, and I mean no one, did more to advance the cause of women's equality than Ruth Bader Ginsburg. If you're a female and played sports, thank RBG for protecting Title IX. If you're a single female and have a mortgage or a credit card, thank RBG for suing the banks to give you credit. If you were protected under sex discrimination laws, thank RBG for suing to establish those protections. If you were interviewed for a job and your employer didn't ask whether you were married, why you aren't married, or whether you have children, thank RBG.
Nope. Won't do it.
Yeah. Nola, you can bring that screen down if you don't. I can't quite read everything what that was saying, but you can bring that down if it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not irrelevant at all. It was. I
don't think anybody could read it. I don't know. StreamYard comes in all blurred the fuck up. But I couldn't. Whatever the nuts and bolts of that is. If you want to post a link to that page, I'd like to see it.
Yeah, Robert, you're right. Right now, the earliest surviving birth is at 21 weeks, and that's fairly recent. But can you imagine how early it might be if instead of just automatically killing any baby for any reason at all, we try to save both the life of the mother and the baby? It might be a lot earlier by now. If our goal was to preserve life rather than to just discard a life.
I got one idea. All right, for me, with the guns, it's about responsibility. It's about knowing the gun laws and things like that. Same principle for a man and a woman. Let's just say whatever, they hook up, the girl gets pregnant. Well, let's start taking that money and actually, there's probably hundreds of thousands of parents out there that would love to adopt a child.
Oh, absolutely.
I know Rice Krispie was saying about like the crack babies and things like that, or the heroin babies, or the fentanyl. Like people that are so addicted to drugs because their parents never got off of drugs while they were carrying.
Yeah.
I still feel their lives. I'm not saying that they do struggle. A lot of them, they're underweight. They have respiratory. They have a lot of things going wrong with them. But if we actually start instilling responsibility the same way they did when I was in school. We had sex education. They gave us that scare tactic of this is what baby birth is like, you know, and they've taken a lot of if you look at our education system, they've taken so much out of it, whether it be home ec, whether it be shop class, whether it be what was the gardening one? I can't remember. Where you go out and the future farmers of America and stuff like that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, like there are so many things that we've taken away out of our education system because parents were like, oh, we don't want to teach our kids that. I think we need some of those things can be brought back to, you know, same thing with scared straight out of prison. We scare these kids to a point that they don't want to go back to prison. Why can't we? I'm not saying give them the scare tactic, but why not educate them, saying, "Hey,
that's what I've been saying for a while. That you can't expect Ted Cruz to erase racism or to get rid of school shootings and stuff like that. It's the hard answer is the hard choice to make is that you have to take the time to educate your kids to love all life. And it's not going to happen overnight. We are going to have to deal with this shit for a while. Especially if we keep on relying on those few people in DC to make our lives better. They're going to fly off in their jets and leave it up to us.
Yep.
So we have to do it. And, you know, this illusion of choice of the vote, I recorded that bullshit happening right here in my county. So it's not just a national thing. You know, this has been going on forever. They're going to rig it so their guy wins. You know, and then I always say, you know, Trump is going to win it again. He won without incumbency. He's going to win it again. So, like, people.
It's about who's coming.
Like, this time. You know how Trump supporters tell Hillary supporters he won, get over it. I say the same thing to Trump supporters. He won, get over it. Hold him accountable, just like we hold every president accountable.
I'm with you.
And I know I'm the libertarian thing. I promise you, I'm calling it right now. Within the next 2 terms of the next 2 presidents, I think we will legitimately see a libertarian actually maybe getting close to winning. I can see it within the next 5 to 10 years. A libertarian.
I hope so.
I can see it.
The difficulty with libertarians is so much fighting over the minutia within the libertarian movement.
Right.
Yeah, there's libertarian left and libertarian right in itself.
And libertarians, and this is really not an insult to libertarians, but it's an insult to the populace here in the United States. Is the Democrats and Republicans both do a much better job of talking in memes, and the libertarians don't. But the people we tend to, as a collective, only want to be communicated to in memes.
Yeah.
In this day and age.
Yep. There's no nuance, and libertarians are really big on nuance. Where the Republicans and Democrats, they know how to communicate without nuance.
Here's a meme. Democrats will say we got to get rid of the Republicans. Republicans will say we got to get rid of Democrats, and libertarians
say yes.
Say we got to get rid of the authoritarians.
I was going to say the libertarians agree with both of them.
Yeah.
And that's where I think the libertarians are going to sneak in, because at the end of the day, these 2 parties are bickering, and then this middle guy,
but they're
he's trying to fill in all the blanks, saying, "Hey, look at me, I'm gonna give you what you." And that's the thing about libertarians is that we want that, or I think I'm a little conservative on the libertarian side. I'm not.
Same here.
I used to be a diehard Trumper until he started messing with gun rights, but like everything changes. Like I was a hardcore Democrat all the way up until after Trump got elected. I didn't even vote for Trump. I voted for myself. So I'm being dead ass honest. I didn't vote for Trump. I mean, I was watching him. I was like,
for Harry Brown the last 2 elections, and I say, why go for either of the 2 nuts when you could have the full Johnson?
Well, when
Bad.
Trump fucked the people
Wow.
with that DARPA and Standing Rock, that was when I threw in my Trump hat.
Yeah, we've had a bunch of good people. Like I voted. The only time I didn't vote Libertarian since '92, my first time I voted Republican, and in 2000 I changed back to Republican to vote for McCain, and he got robbed by dirty politics. So I went back to voting Libertarian again. I voted Libertarian in '96 for the first time, and every major election since then. And I put my head down comfortably at night, knowing that I didn't contribute to either one of the idiotic parties that has fucked up our country and lied to and promised all these things. They always lie. We have libertarians that get discounted just because he didn't know what Aleppo was. I mean, ask anybody what Aleppo is today. They don't know what the hell that is. You know what I mean? It's just stupid catchphrases carry more weight than the truth. And asking a libertarian about foreign policy is like asking a vegan how they like their steak cooked.
Good analogy, bro.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't eat no meat? That's okay. I'll fix lamb.
I'll be well done. It'll be fine.
Vegetables, that's what my dinner eats.
Right. That's right. Eat my dinner. Yeah.
I went vegan for like 8 months. It was some of the healthiest time of my life. It was great.
I went
I had
vegan
good
last
food.
night when I went to bed, but I woke up back to meat again.
You broke fast.
Yeah, I go vegan every night when I go to bed.
I kind of find it hard to go to church since one of my buddies at church has the buffalo burger for $2 a pound.
What? Indiana? Oh, yeah, I'm making a trip. $2 freaking buffalo. Yeah.
Where are you two tall?
Manhattan, Kansas.
Oh, Kansas? Okay. Heard that.
Man, I'm on my way. That's
I'm on my way too, man.
yeah.
I
just
found it
found
hard going to church
Well-
here because they just bombarded me with Trump stuff at church. I'm like,
I don't know
this is
about me
God's
doing it.
house.
I don't know about selling my stash, but that's the too tall discount price. I don't know about you guys. I might be able to get a code or something, but
Yeah, my church they don't get into politics a whole lot except for there's one guy at our
Dollar for you,
he
dollar for
actually
me.
doesn't go to our church, but I know he does a lot of street ministry with our pastor and with me and so on, and we speak pretty highly of him. He's running for state legislator here in Indiana and super ultra conservative. He's on the Republican ticket because that's the only chance he's going to win it. He beat the incumbent in the primary, and but he wants to basically get rid of a lot of stuff in government, get it back to where it fits within the Constitution, and he's got a good shot of winning. Going against an ultra liberal Democrat, and it's a predominantly Republican district, and he's ultra conservative, and and he's the real deal. I've known this guy for a long time, and I don't think that we're going to see a change in him when he gets in office. And that's something I can't say about most people.
that ain't no shit.
Yeah, I really thought that this one candidate was gonna. And this was a not a major election. Well, it was. I thought he was like the real deal, and he was gonna like be the way he was when he was a kid, like super squared away, carrying everything in his file folders. And no, he ends up face down in his vomit in a room with meth and a gay hooker.
Did you hear about? Did you hear about he just came out with today, like yesterday or the day before?
He's come back saying like, I'm glad everybody forgave me and we're all good now.
He's bisexual.
What? Yeah. He said,
and brought his wife on. Like,
there's nothing wrong with it, but that boy gay. And he's always been like that. My wife said. My wife grew up with him, and
Yeah. No, I remember you telling me that you
Yeah.
like not you personally, but your wife knew him, and you know all that
Junior high and high school.
around that. But he just came out like I just saw the video. It was like 46 minutes old.
Who are you
And,
talking about?
it was him and his
Andrew
wife
Gillum.
talked about it, and you know, like you can whatever you want to do. It's up to you. It's 2020, whatever. Just don't make me agree with it.
Right, and you know what? He let himself get compromised by not being true to himself, and I think that's why Hillary and Debbie Wasserman Schultz jumped on his campaign trail, because he didn't need to lose the entire independent vote right there in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
But they got him. They sunk their claws in him, and then that's what I think happened. They were like, we got pictures of you being all gay and stuff, and probably what happened.
I got that. I got the body cam for that day, dude, and like, everything about it is friggin' blurred out. But
yeah,
you can when he was enter. It's a tall black man. You know, you're just only guessing because you can only see shadows of it. But you know, it is what it is. You know, and
when he was still running, on his Facebook page, I was commenting, "Hey, look, you can't have what made you guys pick Hillary? Why are you putting Debbie Wasserman Schultz?" And they deleted my shit. And my friend, who was a big time Hillary supporter, was debating with me, and she was like, "Hey, why did they delete this?" And we asked them, "Is there like a whole team of people that are like censoring us, or is it just one person?" They deleted that shit, and then I got blocked from his Facebook page. It was before the election. It was a bad start. We're off to a bad start already, buddy.
Yeah.
So we dodged the bullet there.
Yeah.
At this point,
I really thought he was a great guy.
Well, this guy, I know him. I know this guy very, very well. Spend time with him and his wife. We're very good friends. I think he would, if you were to ask him who his best friend is, it would probably be one of three people, and I'm one of those three people. And you know, but I just, and I've known him probably longer than any of the other two. So I'm confident.
I heard something similar last night. I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's me. But I was talking to another auditor who has a longtime friend, and this person was stealing valor. Said that he was in the Navy. I mean, he was in the Navy, but said that he was in the Marine Corps before that. I was like, "Oh, you were in the Marines too? Who are you with?" And I don't remember. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I was like, "Where'd you go to boot camp?" Camp Lejeune. Right.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. What was your MOS? I was a saw gunner. Oh, okay, that's an MOS now. And what else did he say? Oh yeah, that his MRI was full of blood, or his CAT scan. It was full of blood because of all the shrapnel. Shrapnel from what? Grenade. And I'm talking to my friend. I said, "Okay, you know what? I gotta go. I'm going to play with my son." It's taking time out of my life. So I texted that person, and I was like, "Hey, look, I didn't want to say anything out of respect, but your friend's a fucking liar, and you know that's the kind of shit that's stealing valor."
Yeah, that's wrong.
Stolen valor.
Yeah, the M249 MOS exactly save the humans.
I mean, even if it's just I was a GI Joe talking shit. Yeah.
No. This guy was in the Navy, because when I asked him about the Navy, bam, on point, like knew everything, his MOS, what ship he was on, and all that stuff. So.
I mean, I've been through that shit. I've met the fakers.
He was either in the Navy or he had studied that one a little bit more than he had the Marines.
The other
he was in the Navy and went to boot camp at Camp Lejeune.
Right. No, he was in the Navy afterwards. He said he was both in the Marine Corps and the Navy.
Yeah, that does happen.
I know that does happen, and if you're in the Marine Corps, you don't have to go through Navy basic training, which he did say he went to Great Lakes, and I know people who go to Great Lakes and basic training. But if you were in the Marine Corps, you don't have to go to Great Lakes. You just enlist into
because you're already in the Navy.
Right, and same with, but also same with the Army.
Marines
anybody who gets out of the Marine Corps does not have to go through basic training of any other branch, regardless. They do. Any other branch who wants to be in the Marines afterwards, they still have to go through boot camp. Everybody else has basic training, Marine Corps has boot camp.
But
Yeah.
Marine Corps and Navy are sister agencies of the same branch.
Yeah.
Right.
If
The
you,
Marine
if you
Corps
look
is
at Marine
is
Corps
part
is
of
the
the men's
Department
department.
of the Navy.
Yeah.
The men's department.
Yes.
Hey,
But
just let you know, I tried to get in the Marines, but I had 2 bad knees, bronchitis, a bunch of waivers, and that's why I couldn't get in the Marines.
What is that?
Good.
Marine?
Good. Thank God, bro. Because
My ass
I saw
rides
a guy.
in Navy equipment. That's
I
what a
saw a
Marine
guy.
is. My ass rides in Navy equipment.
Marines, sailor, and you know what? There's a dude who had like horrible. Both his legs got broken from shin splints. He just never complained about it. I could see you pushing yourself past the point and hurting yourself. Like you got a lot of heart, but you got bad knees, so
Randall
it's messing up.
Fowler.
They said the lungs was the biggest one. They could have got past the knee injuries.
Yeah,
because I can build strength in the knees, but the lungs was the big problem. So
yeah.
that's why if you ever heard me go to the county commissioner's office about the mandatory mask, and I say I have issues, breathing. I have issues breathing. That's why I couldn't get in the Marines, is because I had 3 waivers, bronchitis, knee injuries, and I can't remember the last one, but there were three waivers I had to go through, and I still did all my pull-ups, did all my push-ups. I did really good on the test itself, but just too many waivers and just couldn't get in. But it is what it is.
Well, thanks for trying, though. But I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't end up having to wear the same clothes as everybody else. Get a haircut every week.
Dude, I was ready. I was ready to fight for my country.
Yeah.
Like
Me
I'm
too.
still ready. Even if, regardless of military, I'm still ready to fight for this country.
You
No
are.
matter what. I love
That's
this
the
country.
thing, Solo, and that's something that I wanted to say. It's like you don't have to be a veteran to be a patriot. You are a patriot, and you fight for this country every time you go out and risk your life way more than a lot of us. You're risking. You black, and you're going out there armed. That's
Dude,
not
I
to say.
got a really good tan, bro.
No, it's irrefutable. That does put you at more risk. And people could try to say, any pseudo statistics, but it puts you at more risk. And I appreciate every step you take out there.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to go out, man. I wish I was there with this last one because I was like, oh, tell them about the superintendent that squared away the Rangers when I went camping at Manatee Hammocks.
Yeah.
They were
Dude,
like,
trust
yes,
me,
sir,
I'm coming
you're
back
free
to
to
the
carry. So when did you get trespassed? Was it before or after I went on the camping trip?
The Titusville? It was 2 days after OVT. It was
When
OVT
was that?
he got trespassed. 2 days later, I got trespassed.
When was that? In June?
June.
Oh, okay. So it was just before I went. So, like I said before, and I've told people this, I felt so awesome because the guy was like, "You're right. You could carry whenever." I'm like, "All right," but I talked to you, and it turns out that like I opened up the pickle jar that you had already loosened.
Yeah. Heard you opened it up, and then I went out and we all sealed it up. We sealed the
You're like, "Here's your fucking pickle bag."
Hey, one of you guys, Solo Rise, one of you guys have got it opened up on another tab, and we're hearing the echo.
That's not I.
That's not me.
I got phones in.
Okay. Well, I'm hearing an echo for some reason. It's weird.
No, I know. I've been hearing it too, but
Welcome to
there
friggin'
it goes again.
That's weird. Can you still hear it?
Didn't that time? Well, yeah, I did.
Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, hey, I'm gonna actually hop off here. I've got to go check on my pork shoulder. I got a couple things to do. I got a baby that's about to wake up. She's been napping for the last hour and a half.
That baby,
How old's your baby?
this for me.
A year and 4 months now.
Oh wow, it's cool.
Life is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Start college like in a week.
Yeah. God bless her.
Yeah.
I
It's always
appreciate
great
Noli
talking to
D.
you, man.
Hey, Noli D, thank you for your donation out of PayPal. I appreciate that, and I thank you for letting me come onto your stream and chatting with you and stirring the pot a little bit.
Dude, you're welcome. I fucking love you, and I dude, I love what you do, and you got a set of brass balls, and I think it's fucking badass. So,
Hey, we might not agree on everything, but at least we can agree on certain things. But those other things, we can at least have a civil discussion about it, and that's what it's about. It's about discussion.
the stuff we do see eye to eye on, whenever we get out of sorts.
Yeah.
You know who Flossie Carter is?
We're not agreeing on this. Let's go back to what we do agree on.
Oh, Solo, I got a joke for you before you go, man.
We got Too Tall Rob, we've got Indie News on the Street, and we've got Oregon Rogue. So thank all of you for allowing me on your stream, and I'm going to catch you again. I'll get you back on.
Right has a joke for you, Solo. Before you go.
Yeah. A guy walks into a bar. He orders a Corona and 2 Hurricanes, and the bartender says, "That'll be 2020." On that happy note, I'm out of here too, folks. Thanks, Noli.
Hey, it's good talking to you, Ray.
Bye,
You too, Andy, always.
I'll see y'all on the flip side.
Later, guys.
Hey, I like a comment Sassy put in the comments there. One race, the human race. That's exactly right. You know, we talk about racism, but it's bigotry, it's prejudice, it's a lot of things. It's not racism because there's only one race of humans, and that's people. That's the human race. So we're all the same race.
I agree. Now, if we could just get those bigots out there to also.
You're right on. You're right on. There's a lot of people that, for all kinds of reasons, they're prejudiced, they're bigoted. A lot of it stems from ignorance. A lot of it stems from insecurity. It's all sin.
I hate insecurity. It's stupid.
Yeah, it is. It's stupidity. It's all those things. To separate us based upon the color of our skin, it would make as much sense to separate us by our hair color or eye color or the length of our nose or whether or not we can roll our tongue or whatever. All those things are stupid things to divide us on.
I agree.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
How tall we are. I mean, too tall, you'd be in a minority group there.
Do you know how hard it is for me to find pants in the thrift store my size?
Oh my goodness, I can imagine. Probably harder than me, and it's hard for me just because of how wide I am.
Oh, and then just go to Walmart and find shoes long enough.
What size do you wear?
Yeah, if I go to Walmart ever again.
My dog.
13.
Oh, hey, your shoes are small, man. My son wears like 15 or 16. So.
Yeah, I just, your kid was on a different diet than I was. He got all them GMOs and them modified foods and stuff. So, yeah, his feet could be a 15 or 16. Yeah. Hell knows with all that crap in that Tang and all this and that and Kool-Aids and soda pops. Hell, you surprised they ain't got a size 26. Well, actually, I think there is a size 22 tennis shoe that Nike made for somebody or something.
Yeah, probably one
with a big fucking foot. They're like, hell, I don't even think Bigfoot foots are, 18, 20 inches?
Yeah. Oh, something just happened. My monitor just went out.
Oh, shit. What the hell? Well, we can still...
My internet's been all fucked up, man. I've been glitching and stuff here on the stream. Like, I don't know if my computer's about to puke or if I need to take a hammer to it or take it to the repair shop.
I'm a firm believer that kicking it always will fix it. No matter what happens with your computer, if you kick it, it'll be better.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Noli, I have a few laptops. Are you in need of a laptop or a tablet or anything?
No, I just got a new laptop like, I don't know, a few months ago, and I'm just now starting to use it because my other one finally said, fuck off, I'm not going to turn on for you anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some of that stuff just gets out old dated, and either you update it or you got to reintegrate it, or the computer guy, take it to the guy and he can fix it. But I didn't know you were talking about some issues one time or another. Like I got shit. I was wanting to say.
I'm having my notifications, and it doesn't matter where I go. The settings on the computer or the settings on Google, they're both on. I don't understand why I'm not fucking getting them. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. You might have a blocker on your computer or something, an app that stops it.
Oh, you know what? There is an ad blocker doohickey on my computer.
That caused this to go out.
But it's never on.
No, now, what is that ad blocker thing?
I know I turned it back on.
I don't know. Fick told me to do it.
But yeah, ADP, Ad Blocker Plus.
No, it's something else. He told me to get rid of that one.
Oh. Well, that's the one I've been with. It's worked great for me. What one did they tell you to get?
I don't know, because I didn't do it, man. It is called something. It's not on, so it's not showing up. Oh, uBlock Origin.
uBlock Origin?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's never on.
Minute Bowl 24. Yeah, that's right. It was Minute Bowl. Yeah, size 24 was the tennis shoe.
That's insanely huge.
Of course, he was from a different territory, so he was a foreigner compared to an American kid, in the diet. Minute Bowl, I'm sure we didn't have the diet of a kid in this country. Having a great day as best I can. I mean, when you got a fucked up landlord renting you a piece of shit house that has safety issues and stuff, or, it ain't bad. Fucking living the dream. I got fine half-price leftover pastries and Noli D to chat with in the morning with my coffee. Well, cook a lot more. Well, I'm happy.
You're living the dream.
Yeah, I still ain't made that cherry cheesecake, Noli. I was going to make it the other day, but I got high. I was going to make it yesterday, but I went out for a drive, and then I got high.
How are you sustained?
Well, I'm already high today, so I don't think there's too good a chance of getting made, but you never know.
You're going to keep it a damn secret, aren't you?
Oh, no, I'll pop you a picture as soon as it's done.
I will give you some of this extra cushion I have. If you want.
Am I the only guy on here, the only person on here who doesn't smoke pot?
And probably the only one who should.
Yeah. I mean, it seemed like the more I knew of what was going on with the world, and I tell you, it really just went batshit crazy as far as my weed use. It helps me get by with the minutia, the shit in here. But, when I found out that, maybe the earth is flat and they didn't put a man on the moon and Oswald didn't shoot Kennedy, then all the other shit I know, I was like, fuck, how much shit you got to smoke to just be able to chill out and go to sleep at night?
True.
Yeah, I think.
I'm like, and
I think 2020 should have came with a pound of weed.
It should have. I agree.
Oh, the TV show 2020?
No.
The year 2020.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah. That they kind of let me down, that TV show.
Dude, this is gonna be so cool.
They didn't want to get involved. You know that story about that that credit card identity theft case I got jammed up with. 2020, I was talking with Aaron Moriarty about that, and they were going to do a show, but then it never went anywhere for, production editors. Like, yeah, put the kill switch on it. It pissed me off. There's a fucking dirty DA, a dirty sheriff, and a dirty cop in Clay Center, Kansas. I'm scared to even go into that county just to film some footage for a movie that I'm wanting to make, just so I have some footage so that I got involved with another guy. He came up here and we spent, I paid him $5,000 for production. Come up, we did hotel room for a few days, went and did some video on this, and he documented my storytelling when he was going to write a script and try to do some stuff with it. And bada boom, bada bing, fell off the map, not answered my emails, shut off his YouTube account, everything. Like, motherfucker. Took the money and run.
And
That sounds
Well, I mean, at least I tried, It's all right. If you thought stealing from me was better off than asking to enjoy the consequences.
hmm.
I mean, a
Guys,
person's got a better chance of asking me for $1 than stealing it, as far as the future.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off here in a minute too.
I agree. Yes, if I don't have $1 to give, I'll try to figure out some way to help them.
Yeah, same here. If all I have is $1, fucking, I will give it to you. Just ask. If you need it more than I do, it's yours.
Maybe I need about $20. So can you help? No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe I shouldn't talk about that on here. But I don't know if you got this adult or whatever.
Well, guys, I want to jump down. I appreciate the time, and I'll look forward to your next combo on the whole.
Don't let the smoke run you off.
Oh no, I've got
about a fatty and like
no.
I got old fatty.
It's not
that. Fat enough, y'all? Is that fat enough?
I just got other things I got to get done. But hey, it's good talking to you. Always enjoyed it, Noli. Too Tall, good seeing you. Rogue, nice. Oregon Rogue, nice meeting you. You guys have a great day.
Yeah, later, Andy. Enjoy your. I enjoy your videos.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, have a ball.
All right, we'll see you. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might get going.
Oh, okay, it's Fort Worth. You triggered everybody.
Huh?
News now, Fort Worth. I'm good at triggering people.
I love him in pieces. He's a sweetheart.
Well, was that the guy that just left on the panel? No, that was Indy that was on the panel, right?
Indy that was on the panel, yeah.
Indy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you're not facing the microphone, sometimes it ain't picking you up or something, Noli. You're kind of, sounds like you turned your head or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of far away from the doomahickey thing.
Yeah, well, it just, voice towards the microphone, face towards the camera, some of that.
Good. Actually, I'm gonna get going. I want to get back to work on this painting. Again, I am painting. The naked lady in Portland, the naked protester. I am painting a painting of her, but I'll show it to you guys probably tomorrow when it's done.
Oh, you ain't gonna give it? Can you give us a preview shot? Turn the camera on. Show us what you got.
Let me see.
You know me. I'm from Missouri, man. Show me. Even if I am in Kansas, hey. Yeah.
Ow. Crap, where's my phone at?
That was a nice little thing Missouri put in their marijuana law. if you are a Missouri native or resident, me being in Kansas, I can have a Missouri certificate. And having that certificate, I can have my medication delivered to me by UPS here in Kansas. Ain't that sweet?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
But however, you know, Kansas, and you ain't got our certificate, whatever, stupid fucking cop. Yeah. Well, of course, fuck it. You know, everybody does pretty much. Thank God the DA here. One of these idiots on YouTube thought they'd have fun and tell the police that there's this guy on YouTube smoking dope. Well, one of the community officer had a little talk with me that, now, Rob, I need to talk to you. And like, well, is it personal or professional? And she says, well, it's a little bit of both. And I was like, well, okay. She was kind of cute. But anyway, she was asking me about smoking weed and YouTubing and stuff. I was like, oh, that's not nice. It's one thing if she'd been watching, but, she said, no, we got some phone calls and some people are concerned and, I just want to talk to you. And well, yeah, I'll smoke a little, she ain't doing anything big, or, I ain't doing no big stuff, just me and mine staying well. And she goes, well, that's good. I don't see any need to do any investigation and stuff, but we haven't seen any trafficking and stuff to raise our suspicions. And, she informed me that the DA does not prosecute menial marijuanas. Yeah, go ahead and put that on big screen, Noli. That little square on your picture? That'll bring you up. That'll bring your picture up full screen.
Yeah, little square.
If you look down at the panel at your different guests, there's a little square to the upper left-hand corner.
Oh, okay.
That little square will bring it. Yeah, there you go. Oh, okay.
Now,
Yeah, that
like
was the naked woman. Yeah.
right here. See, you got her with her legs spread right there. And then here's her walking right here. And then here is her laying down with her foot up in the air right here. I'm going to paint all of that in black.
Yeah, I can see it.
So, yeah. That's where
that was pretty good, man. It's like
I like it.
And then you just click that little button again and it'll bring you downstairs. Small screen again.
Well,
thank God you can click or unclick and that kind of. And then those buttons on the cross gives you a different layout pattern when you got your full screen on.
Hey, Noli, did I see your paintings on eBay?
You did.
What?
Then.
I thought you said they weren't for sale.
No, I never said that.
Oh, I could have sworn in chat you told me no. Maybe you're answering a different question.
I might have been. I could have sworn I just saw Kenny in here. Where'd he go?
Kenny Klein TV's in here.
Yeah, I love him to pieces. Where the hell did he go? He just
I don't know, but he probably ain't gonna get up here. You want me to pop a link?
Oh, I'm gonna get off here in a minute anyway.
Oh.
There he is. I found him. I'm just blinded and shit.
Okay, well, if you want to pop up and say hi, there's a link for you. Not that we're going to keep you up all afternoon. If you got to go, tell us to shut up and go away. We gone.
You know what I did the other night? There's like a 6 hour video on my thing. And it's because I just went to bed on everybody. I was just like, well, you guys go ahead. I'm going to bed.
Oh, shit. Damn, this looks good. Here's something for you to treat on, Noli, in the private chat. There's a link for you. Playing for Changes live if you need some paint and clean the house music if you're heading out pretty soon.
I'm going to love Playing for Change. Kenny!
Hey, Noli.
I love
Love you too.
Well,
How
hi,
are you doing?
or Kenny.
you. Good.
Hey, how's it going?
I've seen that logo around. I don't know. You might have popped into my stream once or twice. I don't know. You look familiar with that avatar. I don't
No,
see.
I've never been at your stream. I've been on the Master Report. I've been on Sancho's.
Oh,
Been on few.
yeah.
Don't get the wrong idea. He is not a hater. Like, you know, what auditors and stuff do with public officials, he does with auditors and stuff. And
Absolutely.
it's called everybody needs somebody else to hold them accountable. And the way
Yeah.
that this dude does it, like, he's got class. He's got class for fucking days. And I love it.
Cool.
Well, I
thank
like
you.
classy fellas, and yeah, there's some of these auditors that probably ought to be audited.
Absolutely.
I don't understand. How can all these kids be out cop watching and this, that, and the third? And if anybody knows me and my addiction with the apple fritters, I ain't had but about 4 or 5, maybe 6 YouTube cop watchers audit and you see an apple fritter in their live stream. Yeah. I will throw out when Eric Brandt and Tom Zebra met up out there in L.A. But I heard Eric talking about Tom Zebra, and he was heading to California. And I said, well, if you'd like to talk, I'll get, Anyway, I got them hooked up and talking, and I told Laura Shark to buy Eric an apple fritter or something, or for Eric to buy Laura. I forget, but anyway, the apple fritter got ran over there at Randy's Donuts in L.A. There's Laura Shark, Tom Zebra. Fuck, I don't know who all was with Eric. I think there was like 18 cop watchers at Randy's Donuts in L.A. And like that would not be the night to be on duty in L.A. as a cop. Could you imagine? All these cops and like, uh-oh. And they're monitoring these accounts. They're like, oh, fuck, man, we got to class the country. And fuck it, I'm going home. I'm going to be on this call for a half hour over here on the other side of town from Randy's Donuts.
Well, but the thing is when they're on a call and they say, well, I ain't got all day, hell, they don't. They are paid to be there. They have all day to be there and deal with that one call if that's what it takes. In my opinion.
Yeah, I love your opinion a lot of the times. Diamond, okay. Outside? Yes.
He's too tall in his boxers. Jesus. Somebody shut that camera off.
Oh, my Lord. Blinded for life, man. Blinded for fucking life.
Yeah. I still haven't got her taught indoor voice yet. But that wasn't my dog barking. That was my dog speaking. She was saying, let me out. I got to go pee. I think I'm going to have a biscuit with some turkey and some artichoke spinach and some guacamole and tomato. No, I think I'll hold the tomato after that Johnny 5-0 experience last night.
I just gained 5 pounds listening to that.
No, right? See? And look at that skinny fucker. That's not fair.
What? That's nice and healthy sandwich, ain't it?
My ass is getting so big. I can be healthy. It can be unhealthy. I'm still going to put on 10 pounds.
Just put it in the right spot, sweetheart.
Yeah, my genes aren't that well made up. I have my father's body, I say.
I remember when I was a kid, my mom loved them chocolate covered cherries.
Okay,
Anyway, the rest of my brothers and sisters started moving in on that action. And so Christmas come along, and then mom's getting chocolate cherries from 5 kids.
yeah.
And anyway, she says, well, I don't know what I'll do with this box. I'll just put it right here and smack her ass with it. Dad would always say, well, just put it somewhere I'll like to see it. Oh, those are the days.
Oh, dude, this is gonna look so cool when it's done.
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah,
I
I'm
knew
glad.
who
I'm
she
glad.
was. I would give it to her.
I'm glad you're doing that because if I were to do that, like I said, it'll be stick figures. It'll be look horrible.
It would be beautiful. I would
I'll
love it.
tell you what, if you notice, I am getting a little thin. I was going to make some brownies last week, but I got high every day of the week. That just ain't happened yet. Hell, last 3-4 nights now, I've been trying to make a cheesecake, and it still ain't done that.
Well, you're a damn slacker.
I'm a
Is
what?
that-
A slacker. You're a slacker. Slacking.
Well, you know,
You are so hard.
the sacrifices I make being a member of this community, watching the cops and fucking the police shit.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. I've gotten three cop watches in as of late, and every one of these cop watches, the cop was not wearing a mask when he was engaged with the victim of a traffic ticket.
Say that again. The echo's so bad I can't.
Yeah. I don't know if somebody's got his feeding back or what, but of 3 cop watches I've got, 1 in Junction City and 2 in Manhattan, Kansas. Both agencies, the police were not wearing their masks.
Oh, well, that's typical no matter where you go. Fucking, yeah. Don't enforce something that you ain't going to follow yourself.
Yeah.
What about that guy that got a?
They should have to wear the mask all the time too. It shouldn't be a question about that, in my opinion, as well.
I guess apparently they can go to work, and for medical reasons, I ain't wearing one.
Oh, but you can't get on the plane and use that, because if you could, I would have company here right now.
I was at the hospital yesterday, and every employee I encountered at the hospital was wearing a mask. And I'm sure out of the 50, 75 employees I've seen at the hospital, I'm sure them might have a medical, excuse to not wear one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, if you work at a hospital and you have a medical excuse not to wear one, I say you have a medical excuse not to come to work until this is all over with.
Yeah, I agree too.
I'll tell you what, oh shit, you talk about some fuckery with the VA. Guess what, Noli?
What?
They got this Veterans Choice Act or some bullshit that if you can't make it to a VA hospital, you can go see a doctor at another medical, or even another medical facility doctor, and tell them to bill the VA rather than your secondary insurance. Well, apparently, I got a bill from Medicaid that said they were paying this hospital like I ain't had no visits with them that on the Medicare dime. Every visit there and every visit with the doctor was sending under the Veterans Choice Act to the VA. Well, apparently some kind of shit going on This hospital's getting money from the insurance.
And from the
And
VA.
anyway, I got a phone call the other day. It was Tuesday, I think. Monday. It's been a hell of a week between the landlord and the fucking bill collector. But I had this bill collector calling me. It was in the collection agency people calling me regarding a bill that somebody didn't pay between the two of them. And I'm like, well, ain't this fucked up? And it was fucked up spending hours waiting for somebody not to call you back and being on hold or pushing two for them to call you back. And then I just called the hospital to the billing department, ran into the same bullshit with them. Be on hold forever. Nobody picks up the phone, push two. They never call you back. 2 days went by with that. Yesterday, just, out for a ride, get some air. I was like, well, fuck it. I'm going to stop by the hospital and get this shit took care of. I walked into the building, went up to the emergency room, talked to the girl billing there, was telling her about security guys. He didn't know where the billings department was. He was just there at the door to give you sanitizer and shit. He's wearing a security badge. I walk in, hey, where's the billing department? Oh, well, you got to go around in this way. Like, yeah, I'm sure there's a hallway and an elevator somewhere. Fuck getting in my car and driving the fuck around. But he could sure hand out a mask and sanitizer and wear a badge. It's like, this is stupid. So I went to the emergency room, talked to the billing clerk there. The clerk walked me to the billings department. She walked to the director of billings department, which I told her, yeah, just go straight to the director. I don't want to talk to one of the minions. And she went in there and talked to her for a couple minutes. She opened the door, waved me in. She stepped out, told me, it's pretty easy to find my way back to the ER. I was like, well, I don't plan on having a stroke here, but I'm sure somebody can get me there. And I sat down and I had words with this woman. And she pulled up the file. She's trying to tell me that there's some kind of shit that Veterans Choice program is sloughing some of their financial responsibilities off to the Medicare Medicaid. Now, why in the fuck is Medicare Medicaid picking up shit for the VA that the VA's liable for?
I know.
Well, I put in a request for all my financial records, and I hope I don't find them getting paid from both directions.
Oh, there's some shiesty shit going on there. There's something shiesty going on there. There ain't a branch of government that ain't fucking got their hand in a goddamn fucking honeypot somewhere. It's bullshit.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I just got wind of this shit, and I told her, how in the fuck is my, and she told me, yeah, you're right. All your bills ought to be getting paid by the VA, but sometimes your secondary insurance. I said, well, how do I remove my secondary insurance from your file? Because we ain't even needing to have it. What the fuck? It's a benefit I got, but I don't need it. I still use the VA for, their financial end. Fuck me risking my life going in there for a flu shot or any goddamn, even a temperature taken. But I have to once a year have an appointment there and at least let them take my temperature and my pulse. Let them know I'm still alive so I can maintain my eligibility of being a veteran. It's like, how in the fuck does being a veteran ever expire?
You are, period. That is it. Like you are. That should never be taken away from you just because you don't go see a doctor. I go years without seeing a doctor because I don't want to go.
Right, but no, the VA has this thing that every veteran has to come see a doctor once a year to maintain their eligibility.
That's horseshit.
For the medical, like you'll still be a veteran, but you just have to start all over.
That's just to have
you have to go
visit.
to the.
That's just to have another visit and crunch the numbers.
Never taken from you for any reason.
But I mean, I'm not coming there for nothing more than get my temperature taken and he's still a veteran. He's still sucking air. He's still eligible. Bullshit. More wasted fucking money. Once a veteran, always a veteran. Fuck that eligibility bullshit at the VA. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they need to check your eligibility about is, are you a veteran in good standing? Other than that, you're qualified. It never expires.
Right.
So if I miss an appointment and I go a year and 6 months, what? I'm no longer eligible? Oh no, we just run you into the office and make you re-eligible and click a button. Fuck that. Then I can go save time.
8 months before you fucking get your benefits back. No, no. I said no.
Yeah, I mean, fuck that VA eligibility. Fuck that fucking sloughing the payments off onto somebody else for what they're responsible for as far as my health care. That's just the way I feel.
Yeah, I fucking agree.
You know, they done fucked me on a Service Connect, and that's why I'm on a welfare dime. And now they're trying to get that to pay for my fucking medical. It's like, fuck that.
That's dirty. That's dirty.
Well,
hey, Noli, I just want to come on and say hi. I gotta get going here.
Are you gonna go on live later on today? Because I'm still.
Yeah, like 10 minutes. I'm gonna start.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna get this little corner done, and I'll be there.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I
That was nice. Love you
Kenny,
guys too.
I'm
All right,
gonna
guys.
bring you up and look you up, and I'll give you how you doing.
All right, sounds good.
Yep, peace.
Peace out.
All right, guys, I'm gonna grab my thingy and I'm gonna play us out of here. And please go over to Kenny's live feed that he's gonna be doing here in a few minutes and check him out. He is on the opposing side of most of us in here, but not at the same time, because he's all for auditing and stuff. Just he's not for the bullshit. He's not for the greed. He's not for the lies. And the fakers and the post. He's gonna call out the bullshit where he sees it, but he's not gonna do it.
I just posted Kenny's link.
He's amazing, you guys. He really is. And if you happen to be an auditor or a cop watcher or an activist, don't be afraid if he asks you to come on a show. You're not going to be attacked. It doesn't go down that way. It never goes down that way, unless you're super foul. If you're super foul, maybe you don't want to. But I don't think anybody here would be super foul. So,
Well, Noli, thanks for having me, and Too Tall, you guys have a great day.
You too, Oregon. I love you, man.
Love you too.
Text me and stuff. It might be 6 months before I answer you.
Boy,
but,
there's some good tunes on that plane for change. You might catch a bit of that, hug. See you later.
All right, we'll see you. I would get the fuck out of here too. Hopefully I didn't break this, but we'll find out. Nope, didn't break it. Okay, playing a tune and then kicking rocks. Grabbing gravel and traveling. Grab gravel and travel. That's what it is. I knew what it was. Something. I still suck at that one really bad. Thoughts. Suck at that one too. There we go. Okay. I found something. Thanks, guys, for coming by. Don't forget to go and hit up Kenny's live feed. He's got some interesting stuff to say, and